Hey, what's going on, everyone? Rich Quinones here. A Wednesday edition of Q's Cuts. As always, I appreciate you guys liking, commenting, sharing, subscribing to the YouTube channel, Rich Q on Q. Don't worry about the voice. We call this allergy season, if you will, in February. That bleeds right into March and, of course, April. Catch me 4 o'clock with Back Your Play on AM 1490 Sports Betting Radio. Second half of the NBA season as we get set to get it underway tomorrow night on a Thursday. What a light night in the association. And obviously for the Philadelphia 76ers, fans are waiting to see James Harden in action. And, oh, by the way, it looks like that hammy is all good and ready to go, if you will. But I wanted to get into this debacle with the Los Angeles Lakers, 27-31, pretty much out of it in the Pacific Division. I mean, Phoenix just running away with that division. But you look at this team, and for some reason, it almost seems as though people are shocked that, you know, you throw in Melo and you throw in Westbrook and you've got an aging, older LeBron, and maybe the expectation was his team was going to win 45, 50 games and they were going to contend for a Pacific Division. And think about this, right? 2 years removed from an NBA championship, LeBron goes back to LA, boom, they win it. Last year, it was the Bucks and Giannis, and this year, injuries, inconsistency, the struggles, the issues with Davis, Westbrook. He's just not the player that he once was. You know, what can you expect from Carmelo Anthony at this stage of the game? And then you look at some of these role players, whether it's Monk or, as I mentioned, Tucker, who's getting some minutes and some burn during these contests. Then you got LeBron, obviously not happy. Everyone thinks he's going to bolt. I mean, even at his advanced age, 29 points, 7 rebounds. He's averaging about a steal and a block per game. LeBron can still play at that high level. But LeBron James is not the type of player that's going to have to burn through 39, 40 minutes a game. Now, he's averaging right around 36, but the crux of the problem is LeBron wanted these players. LeBron runs the show wherever he has gone. We've known that. So for people to actually think this aging team with these also ran all-stars, if you will, in Westbrook and Melo, we're really going to contribute to the Lakers' success this year. You know, you go back, 2003, 2004? That squad with Kobe, that squad with Shaq, they decided, hey, let's bring over the mailman. Let's bring over the glove, Gary Payton. They lost in 5 games in the NBA Finals to Detroit. That game, or that team, I should say, was substantially more talented than what we're seeing right now with this roster constructed. And look at this team, 27-31. LeBron, you got nobody to blame but yourself. Stop putting pressure on management, ownership, the head coach. People don't need permission to ask you if these moves are correct, if they're right, if they're sound, if you agree with all these moves. At the end of the day, you made your bed, you got to lie in it. And that's why I think he bolts after this season, a season in which this team right now, it's a free-for-all. They will not make the playoffs. It's an embarrassment and certainly one of the biggest disappointments in the NBA season, but we should not be shocked by this. All right, that's going to do it for a Wednesday edition of Q's Cuts. Rich Quinones here. As I mentioned, catch me 4 o'clock Eastern time right here on AM 1490 Sports Betting.